Welcome everyone to episode 3, where today we have 2 new guests on our show. One who's going to share a bit about what he's doing in the community and how he's affecting change, and the other guy's a bit of an oddball, strange oak. I apologize in advance for that. And thereafter we're going to have a game section, which is going to be a bit tough. I'm hoping to get these 2 guys to cry. And I just want to share a little bit about what we're trying to do with this talk show and where we're going. We would love to have a talk show where we could invite people in the community who are, changing and uplifting people, and have a wider set at that. So eventually going into big NGOs that are really changing and how people can get involved in those NGOs in their area. I said NGOs, interesting. How they can get involved in those NGOs within their area and affect change from there. So without any further ado, welcome to Michael and Enrique. I'm glad I got your names right. You guys are sitting in the right order. I'm glad you guys are on the show, and welcome. So Michael, I know you're a former pastor and a current buffoon. And Enrique, I know you're involved in MESS and you're a youth pastor at El Shaddai. And as I've just mentioned, a huge part of the show is to kind of host people who are affecting change in the community. And I hear you're quite great at that. I mean, even this morning you guys are cleaning the city. So can you just tell us a little bit about what you're doing with MESS, what you're doing in the El Shaddai community, and how you're affecting change in the Durbanville community?
Thank you, Darren. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm just really excited that you guys are 2 of the best and closest people to me. So this is
calling us pests, right?
No, 100%.
You've been doing recycle that a few times. Thank you.
Anyway, yes, as you said, doing the pastor thingy-mabobbies here at the church. I think more than anything though, I think I just have a really big heart for affecting change. I've been able to be in situations where I felt I really needed community around me, and I'm seeking and trying to build community around other people. That's really at the heart.
What need did you see in, I don't want to say the world today, but just in South Africa in general, what need did you see that pushed you, towards wanting to build community?
In the Bible, it speaks of 4 different classes of people that we specifically ought to reach out to, and God really has a heart for: the orphans, the widows, the foreigners, and the poor. And if you look at who those people are, those are all people that are not so much connected to any form of community. So it's yes. No, Michael never responds to our messages. How many 100 messages do you have?
I'm popular, right?
Yeah. Sure. I'm still waiting for a response.
5 of them from my family.
From last week.
Same.
I was supposed to play golf with him, I think, on Sunday.
Well, that's creating community with the wrong oak there.
Yeah. Yes, no. Someone who needs it. So it's fine.
Self-sufficient.
We'll be there for him. It's the orphan that's fatherless. It's the widow that doesn't have a husband or a family. It's the foreigner who's a stranger in their land. And it's the poor that's disconnected from society. And, the word justice in the New Testament is the word mishpat.
Yeah.
And it is always used in the context of those groups. So God's idea of justice is one about reaching out to them and building community around them. So I see those groups here in South Africa, and I want to build a community.
Okay, well, Enrique, why that resonates with me is because I feel South Africa is in a unique place with our difficult history. We need people who are building community. We need people who are, affecting change. So what specifically are you doing within MESS that is affecting change, like reaching the poor, reaching the widows in society? What are the specific tasks that you guys are involved in?
So MESS's mandate is to reach out to those that are working and living on the street and women trapped in prostitution, and to help them live sustainable kind of lives where they're on their own and not even need of help really of the community at large or at MESS anymore. Obviously, we want people to be living
self-sufficient kind of road.
Indeed, because there isn't a lot of that among the poor specifically, and just with where I'm living, you guys will know that I'm staying in a house where people that were formerly on the street now are able to live because they've started to get their lives back together.
Yeah. Wow.
It's amazing to be a part of that. But MESS's model follows intake, intervention, and sustainable exit. Intake is meeting people where they are at, intervention is journeying with them, and exit is giving them a new beginning. So that's what we do.
Wow, that's so well worded and eloquent.
Thank you. I've said this a few times.
Yeah, he practicing before the show. Yeah. So, I just want to say on that, I think one thing that I do like, I like all of it, bro, but one thing, if I had to choose one thing, okay?
Thank you.
And I think what's cool is that you are helping the people become solutions. I think that's great. I think,
that's good.
If you think about the past couple of years, especially in our age group, are you part of that age group too, bro? It's a few
I'm 5 years older than you.
What you're doing is if you watch the people that are our age, what happens often is like we just want to grandstand around the problem and blame people above us, the structures above us, right? But I just think what's cool is that you're helping people become the solution. And I think a lot of people need to hear that too.
You should be a pastor, bro. Like,
you know what, bro? People have said that, bro. You know, even my tertiary education, bro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that why you dropped out to become a pastor?
Yeah, dropped out to drop out, bro.
Double dropout.
What I do like about what you said though is you address the systemic stuff, and that's become the catchphrase. You know, systemic racism, systemic this, systemic that. And if people catch that they're the solution, then you change the systemic nature of it all.
Bro, people are the problem as well.
Fair enough.
Which people? That's like.
I
I
mean,
mean, but more than the rest. But I mean, each and every single one of us.
Outstanding in all my fields, bro.
So Mike, tell me a bit.
Can I tell a joke quickly?
You can tell a joke if you want.
Outstanding, bro. Do you know about the best farmer in the world, bro? He was outstanding in his field, right?
What is this like doing on my show? Wait, what did Batman say to Robin before they got in the Batmobile?
I don't know.
Get in the Batmobile.
What did the farmer say when he I like the farmer jokes. What did the farmer say when he lost his tractor, bro?
Where's my tractor?
No, he's Afrikaans. Waar is my trekker?
What is
Or
a tractor?
As you
What
guys
is a
can
tractor
see,
in
A
Afrikaans?
tracker, isn't it?
A tracker.
No, that sounds like I'm saying tracker in a bad accent. Tracker.
Okay. So Michael, I understand you were formerly a pastor at actually Enrique's very church, almost like Enrique replaced
He
you.
ousted me.
something like that.
Yeah.
But I know now you're in the corporate world, you're flying, and apparently you're a bit of a hermit. Tell us a bit.
Apparently.
Tell us a bit about that.
It takes a long time to hone your craft, guys. And
What is the craft? Being professional, being a hermit.
A hermit. No. Professionals. The second side hustle I've got. But no, the real key comes to finding a job that requires you to move absolutely only 10 meters from where you wake up to the desk.
Wow. You've done it.
Yes.
This is the first time you got out in a while.
It's actually the first time I'm in this building since I got my job.
In 6 months.
Yeah, it's a little hectic. The church has left the building. That's that quote. Right?
Wow.
So I'm just really but I've just moved to another building. So that's a problem.
Oh dear.
But we'll assess that at a later stage. But no, it's
I
fun.
think so.
So guys, the next segment of the show, and I hope you're excited as I am. Fortunately, with this next segment, I don't need to get involved. I kind of just watch you guys die.
Perfection.
So this next segment is our game segment called Does It Dip? But in today, there's a bit of a twist. The show's going to be Does It Dip or Will You? Okay, and what the show, I'm just going to explain the game quickly. We have got some of the hottest noodles that there are around, okay? And I've got a general knowledge quiz that's set up at the same time. And I'm going to ask you guys questions on this general knowledge quiz. And every question you get right, you're going to get 2 points. The entire time while you're going to be doing this quiz, you're going to be eating these hot noodles, okay? So it's a bit like Hot Ones, you know the game show?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to be eating these noodles. And you can't stop eating. You have to eat the whole time while I'm asking you these questions, okay? And you're going to have a glass of milk next to you, just to ease the heat. Every sip of the milk you take, you lose 1 point. But every question you get right, you get 2 points, okay? And they're going to provide toilet paper for you guys. But you can wipe your nose. But if you blow your nose, you lose a point, okay? Take a sip of milk, as I said, you lose a point. Get a question right, you get 2 points. But if you throw in the towel, or if you just stop eating, you lose outright. Okay.
Sure.
You understand the rules?
High stakes.
Very high stakes. We're not
It's
having
noodles.
steaks. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
high noodles.
I was going to say, I thought it was a good joke and I was like, okay. Anyway, sorry.
As I've said, our guests now have 2 hot bowls of noodles that I'm hoping is going to just destroy them and kill them. And I've got some general knowledge questions ready to go. And Mike thinks he's going to win. Enrique knows he's going to win. White
Just
people
like
on.
FIFA.
Yeah, you know how white people aren't good with hot food. I think that's more of it.
Oh, so I must be white.
So, question number 1.
So
Are
we
you
have to
guys?
start eating now? I'm just
I'm
asking if I don't want to.
gonna count you down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you guys are gonna start eating, and I'm gonna ask a question, and try your best to listen to the question and answer it. Okay.
I'm just gonna tell you, I've
So we-
forgotten all of the rules.
So we're
So
not
I'm
going to
just
stop. We're
eat.
going to eat, die,
Yeah.
basically.
Try not to drink milk, and try not to blow your nose.
There we go. Fantastic.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Question 1. How many time zones are there in Russia?
12. 10.
So Enrique says 10, Marcus says 12. The answer is 11.
So Enrico's right.
No, it's a tie.
No,
bro.
it's a tie. So
Equitable.
neither of you get points. Question number question
Last question.
question number 2. How many stripes are there on the US flag?
Oh no, 12.
So not the stars, the stripes.
The stripes. You will get a point who's closer, because Mark said 12.
10.
Okay, answer is 13. Okay. But Michael, you don't get the full 2 points, you just get 1 point because
We gave the exact same answers as on
Yeah.
the previous question.
okay, I think because Mike works for an Australian company, he might get this one right. But what is the national animal of Australia?
Kangaroo.
Okay.
Is it the kangaroo?
It is the kangaroo.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. You guys really aren't struggling with this. You guys seem to be doing fine.
These noodles are nice, bro.
Really? So we've chosen a flavor or a spice that isn't spicy at all. So this is just a general knowledge game then. Okay. What country has the most islands in the world? It's not what you're expecting.
I'm starting to feel the noodles now. I'm not sure.
Bro, I don't want to say the UK. It's so stupid.
It's got 2 islands. I think.
Barbados, bro.
Barbados is an island
So the country
that has the most islands.
Portugal.
No. The answer, because I know you're not going to get this, is Sweden. And it's got
really warm now.
it's starting. Sweden's got 220,000 islands, which
That
is
can't be
really.
right.
It's because they live. I forgot the word.
it's-
Like estuaries and fjords
They
and
have
stuff,
everything, bro. They have all the money.
and all the islands. I think it's the islands within Sweden. It's not like islands around the world that they own. Okay, next question. What is the smallest country in the world?
Swaziland.
Wow, you're really struggling.
Soto, bro.
Now it's going.
Lesotho. Lesotho. Any other guesses? Because you guys are both wrong.
That's both wrong. Okay, you gotta go. 1, 2, 3.
Swaziland.
Uruguay.
It's
Uruguay.
the same thing.
Say Uruguay.
Yeah, it's one of those. Uruguay.
It's actually the Vatican.
Oh, damn!
I
It's
didn't
that whole
know.
country. It's just.
I love how Enrique said
Tapping out.
Swaziland twice. You're tapping out. You just want to lose a point?
He might have lost the point, but he's
Okay.
in 0 now, bro.
That's
Now I'm losing a point.
okay. You're allowed to have milk, eh?
Woo!
Okay. What is the capital of Canada?
Vancouver, Toronto. Sorry.
Neither. It's a really random name.
I knew it.
Ottawa.
I can't. I don't know now.
Michael, dude, general knowledge is great. Enrique, you are losing this really.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the noodles now.
It's hot and the stuff at the bottom, bro.
Okay.
That's when it gets really bad.
This is some language and literature and art section of the quiz.
Okay.
What is the slang name for New York City used by locals?
So it's not the Big Apple, because that would be.
Why is this in the literature section of this quiz?
The York, bro.
The York?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to give a clue because I want Enrique to get points.
Thank you.
Think Batman.
Gotham.
Gotham, right?
It is. Well done, Enrique. You got 2 points.
Dude, it's called Gotham.
I don't know.
Dumb, bro.
Very unhealthy.
Okay.
Pepe the Frog's coming out.
I'm
Okay.
sickening now.
Okay. Which art? Oh, Enrique, you're actually crying. I hope.
No, I know.
I hope we can get like a close up of your face because it's really.
Say,
Michael, your lips are stained,
I
dude.
know, bro. These are 2.
Okay. Next question. Which artist painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel?
Michelangelo.
Okay, because he's got the same name as you. Enrique, I've never seen
so
someone
vain.
do so bad. You were great at, you were
I
great at,
can't
If it
even
was
hear
FIFA,
you
if it was-
anymore. Like I just said. Oh.
Okay. Who invented the Have some milk, bro. Okay, who invented the World Wide Web? And if you'll get 4 points if you can say when. What year?
Walter William Worcestershire. www, bro.
Okay,
Everybody
Mike's
knows
getting
that
a
stuff.
negative point.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Someone got fucked
Is
up.
it that guy? Wait, is it that guy?
It's Mark Zuckerberg, bro.
No, that was Facebook.
Okay, it's
Minus 2.
Was it the guy that it was like the whole So it's not the World Wide Web, it's not the internet.
Not the World Wide
That
Web.
is the one that movie was made about.
With Benedict Cumberbatch.
So it's not that one.
No, it's not that one.
Okay, no, I don't know.
Okay, his name is Tim Berners-Lee.
Yeah. Oh, wait, there you go.
How do you
Click
guys
for me.
know this?
No, he doesn't know. He just copied me. Tim Berners-Lee in 1990. Okay. Now, this is like a question for the younger generation, which
you
is
work with the youth.
you're really not doing
Am
well
I
here.
starting to feel like a...
You're a youth
We
pastor.
have a way to take his pulse, guys. Because
Oh my word.
He has a watch with a heart rate monitor. I can give it to
actually
you.
he's beating. I probably touched the wrong part.
Face is swelling,
Maybe
bro.
it's your jawbone that was vibrating.
So Enrique, since you're familiar with the youth because you're a youth pastor,
Yeah.
you should know this answer. If you know this answer, I'm going to be really disappointed.
Okay.
Where is Billie Eilish from?
I don't care, man.
It rhymes with Ireland, so.
It's not. It doesn't.
Okay, she's American.
She is American. Where do all like the singers and the actors come from?
Hollywood.
LA.
Nashville.
LA, what?
That's what you're
Enrique,
saying.
you pulled up the lead. Or he's taken too many. How many sips of milk is
I've
that?
taken a lot of...
Nah, guys,
I need
back
this,
in
bro.
like BC
I
days,
need
he's gone
this.
so far back.
Yo.
Okay.
Bleeding there, bro.
Guys, there's
Stop
two.
that,
There's
like
two
that.
more questions, Enrique. If you have nothing,
bro.
if you have nothing
Nah.
more, you can wipe without blowing.
I need to blow.
Mark, can I ask you a question just breaking from the quiz? Is it bad?
It's unpleasant, Joe. He's dying worse than
Nah,
you.
it started out really nice. Now it's not
So
nice
what I would suggest, because when I had this before, I had it like
looks
2
like
weeks
these are
back,
worms that have been
I didn't
squashed
go to
in
the
blood,
toilet
man.
for a whole day, and then I ate white bread so that it would be easier for like 2 days time.
Thanks for the advice.
No, it's gonna
I
help.
want to win this. So
Okay.
can you blip,
How many keys does a standard piano have?
Oh no. Okay.
106.
Mike's gonna hum.
84 or something like that.
That is very close.
82?
No, it's too late. You guessed 84. What? Okay, now I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. He guessed 84, and I said it's very close. So it's in the 80s. What would you guess?
Oh, I know what it is. 86.
Still no.
It's 85.
82.
Nope.
83, 84.
88, guys. You got it wrong.
Okay. I got it close to this.
You did. He just always goes down. Okay. Cool, guys. Are you ready for the last question?
My face is
Okay.
shaking, bro.
You're really battling. Mike, you haven't taken a sip of
My
milk?
singing was dropping an octave, bro.
Is it just because this is competitive? Is it because this is competitive that you're winning? That you can't lose? Okay. Last question. You guys ready?
Yeah.
When was Netflix founded? I'm going to give you 4 options. 1997, 2001, 2009, or 2015?
There was 4 options. Did you not say 3?
I said 4.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
2001. I know it was pretty early because they were like starting out small, but it's
Okay.
probably the wrong date.
Okay, so you get your guess is 2001. 997, 2001, 2009, 2015.
2001.
Okay, both final answer for both of you.
I bet you it's actually 209. 2009. Oh.
It's 1997.
Oh.
Wow.
And you know what they started out as? They would rent out DVDs and not a postman but a delivery guy would go and drop off your
Yes,
DVD.
'cause I remember that's how they beat the...
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's how it is.
That's how...
Okay, and time's up. You guys can stop. So the points tally, I definitely don't know the points offhand because this has been so chaotic. Yes, you can. The points tally definitely suggests that Michael obliterated Enrique. But now Enrique was not only obliterated by Michael, but by the noodles as well.
But they started out really nice though.
They started really nice.
I advocate this.
And I'm so happy you guys didn't spill on this beautiful table.
Nah, but I did spit on the beautiful table.
This is an office that we're not supposed to mention that happening at. Michael, just give me quick feedback. How was that for you?
I won, so...
Okay, you really didn't.
I didn't
You're not even
remember this
sniffing.
experience, man. I just beat you at the first thing ever, but you know I've
well
lost.
done, man.
I've lost against you
FIFA.
more times than I can count in FIFA.
Sure.
In real life soccer, in any athletic endeavor,
Yeah.
even if it's golf, which is not even that athletic. So this is my time to shine.
No, we've had debates and I feel like they've been like 50-50 ratio.
Yeah, maybe we have won some.
So it's,
And Enrique, how did you find it?
my lips are shaking, my face is swollen.
Knees
I
weak.
actually
Hands
feel
Mom
that
spaghetti.
this is doing
Mom
this.
spaghetti.
So that was not good. I've also lost.
Oh,
to
you got some
Michael.
spice under your eye. That's gonna burn you just now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, and
You know,
that
I
eye,
have a
other
friend, I
eye,
won't name him,
other
but my
eye.
friend-
You only got 2.
Once put aftershave under his eyes as part of cologne. No, it was cologne under his eyes. I won't say his name. He knows who it is. He's going to be laughing at this. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It's definitely Sean. No name dropping.
Okay.
Anyway. Mike and Enrique, we've come to the end of our episode 3. And yeah, thank you so much for being on here, and thanks for going through that game. I know it was torturous and stuff, but well done to both of you.
Torturous and stuff.
It was torturous and stuff.
Especially the
quite
stuff
bad.
part. That's the part
The
I'm
stuff.
actually going to need. I'm running home now.
Are you running
to sit
home?
and talk about the stuff.
Is that on the toilet?
Maybe.
Not yet.
Okay,
bro.
not yet. It's gonna work. It's gonna work through your
It's going to come in
system.
too hot, bro.
But Enrique, you mentioned earlier about everything that you're involved in with mess and with the
Yeah.
church and stuff. So we've got a few people who watch this episode, and we would love the wider audience of South Africa to know how to get involved with certain initiatives. But just for the Durbanville community that do watch this, how can people get involved?
People can start by fixing their own lives, bro. No,
Sure.
Honestly,
a good answer.
Mr. Peterson, thank you
You
very
know,
much.
thank you. Shout out to Jordan Peterson, Peterson. Thank
Yeah.
you. No, seriously, I think so many people want to clean up the world, but they're not willing to clean up their own rooms.
Wow.
So I think they can start by choosing responsibility rather than resentment for the chaos going on in the world, and they can fix a little bit of their own lives. And once they've done that, they can fix a little bit of a close relationship to them, because that's like an actual hard problem.
Yeah.
Imagine fixing a relationship with your brother, your sister, your father, your mother, or whatever.
Your wife.
Like imagine that's difficult, right? So start by cleaning up your own life of a family member. Then come and join me in the community and come and do that.
So how do they get hold of you at mess?
Okay, so they shouldn't call me because I will not answer. Okay? They're too like seriously, there's too many messages on my phone. They should get in contact in one of our social media pages, or they can come through to the center. You mentioned specifically to the Durbanville context. They can put up in their phones MES Center of Hope. It's in Queen Street, and they can start there. That is a drop-in center. What it is a drop-in INN center. Really, it's the in with it's the in this.
Do you be brand invigorator? I'll join.
No, thank you.
That's the cool new term.
Isn't that what
Brand
you do in your
invigorator.
job?
Huh?
What do you do in your job? You
No,
do that
I
there?
don't do brand invigoration. I do account management. It doesn't sound as cool, but I enjoy it.
It's fine. Okay. In the story of the Good Samaritan, it's a place where the Samaritan can take the Jew to and he can receive holistic help. So people can start there, come through, buy a meal ticket, give it to someone, give responsibly instead of handing out money. That's a good way to start.
Sure.
Thank you so much. That was really detailed and perfect. And just thank you again, both. I hope Peter and Clayton are ready for the next episode because they're having the same game, but the heat is going to be times by 2. So there is a noodles pack that's even hotter than what you guys have just had.
It's impossible.
Impossible. We're having another dad joke, second tagline. How's this like? Anyway, thank you so much, guys.
Pleasure.
Thanks to everyone at home for watching, and we look forward to having you guys on the next episode, and I really hope you enjoyed this one. See you when I'm famous. So I get into the shop, I do all this stuff, and I'm just like rushing to just get my stuff. And I get home and I look at what I bought, and I realized that I had bought everything I needed, but the deodorant was the female version of what I had wanted. And I was like, did it smell good?
It did. Like, thank you. I wasn't gonna send it back. I wasn't gonna go back.
You get female attention at least.
No.